video, I'm gonna show you how you can digitally apply makeup on your clients' photos. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me yet, my name is Silvia, and in this channel I talk about photography, especially high-end retouching techniques. So let's continue. Often photographers will sell packages without having a makeup service included in the package. It might be very possible that your client will show up for your photo shoot without having makeup on, or sometimes they will try to apply the makeup themselves instead of hiring a professional makeup artist, and sometimes it just doesn't look as good on the photos, and it would be better if you could fix it, or maybe add or correct the makeup for your client to look even more beautiful. So depending on your goals with your photos, you can do something that's very soft when you're applying the makeup, or you can do something that's more intense and colorful. So right now I already have a photo here. That's one of my clients. We were doing a photo shoot that it was more to be very natural, so actually she didn't have makeup on. And this here is the photo how we took. She had actually very light makeup, and but that was the goal that we were going with this photo shoot. However, I worked a little bit the photo, and this is the before and this is the after. I did the skin retouch, dodge and burn, correct some colors, did some sharpening to the photo. But let's say that I would like to add some makeup here to make my client to stand out a little bit more. So the way that you can do here, let's start with the eyeshadow. So one way that you can do this is by simply going to saturation and adding a new layer of saturation. Here you can click on colorize, and you can choose the color that you like for your shadow. Right now I'm just gonna pick any color, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna hide the mask by clicking Command I, and now I'm gonna go to my brush. I'm gonna have like a very soft brush, and I'm just gonna paint where the eyeshadow would go. So I'm just gonna start painting like here. Make sure that you have the white color selected here, and now you can paint the eyeshadow. So just like that. So I'm gonna do in one side, and I'm gonna do in the other side. So let's say that this is the eyeshadow that I want. Now, I think that it doesn't look very good, not only because of the color, but I think that the finishing of the eyeshadow is not doing really good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and hide a little bit of the eyeshadow that I applied. I want to look even softer on the board between the color, the eyeshadow, and her skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna select the black color to hide the eyeshadow a little bit. I'm gonna have, okay, perfect. So it's gonna be a very soft brush, and I'm gonna go with a really big size of brush, and I'm gonna have the opacity not on maximum, 38 is good, and I'm gonna start just erasing a little bit around the makeup to make it softer. Okay, so now for me this is really good. Make sure that you didn't get her eye or anything. Okay, so for me this is really good. I'm gonna write here eyeshadow. Another thing that you want to do is that you don't want the color to be over her eyelashes. So what we can do here is double click the layer, and we can take it out, remove the color from the dark blacks, the darker spots on her eyes. So right now it will be the eyelashes. So if I start dragging this black, the left arrow here, you can see that you start removing from the black to the middle until the very, very little bright area of your photo. So what I want to do is just remove the eyelashes. So I'm gonna drag just a little bit. And now I want this transition to be a little bit soft between what I'm removing and what is staying, the color that's staying on my photo. So I'm gonna separate this arrow by clicking out or option and click. And now I can make a smoother separation here between the darker areas where I don't want the eyeshadow and where I want the eyeshadow. So right now for me, this is really good. Here's the before and here's the after. You can see that the eyeshadow is not being applied to the eyelashes anymore. So before and after. So this is good. I'm gonna hit OK. And this is perfect. Now what I want to do is, for this photo, I don't really want this kind of color. It's very, very intense. I want something that is, for the purpose of the photo, I want something that it's very soft. So right now the eyeshadow is pretty much done. So you can choose the color that you want. For me, I'm gonna try to desaturate actually the color. And I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. I want something very soft. And I think this grain will match everything. I want a little bit darker and a little bit desaturated. So, okay, I like how it's looking. And another thing that you can do as well, you can add a little bit of the eyeshadow under her, oops, here. You need to go back to the mask, add the white layer, and you can add a little bit of the color here. But I want something that it's a little bit more, I want something a little bit softer. So I'm actually gonna lower the opacity and just add just a touch. I just want something very soft here. I think you can see the before and after. Yes, that's what I want. Before and after. And it makes her eye to pop out as well. So this is pretty cool. Now we are gonna do some lipstick. So for that, I'm gonna add another hue saturation layer. And I'm gonna press colorize. I'm gonna choose whatever color. I think this one's good. I'm gonna hide the mask. I'm gonna go with the brush tool, have white hair. I'm gonna do 100% for now with the opacity. And I'm just gonna start painting her lips. And it's okay if you think it's too strong, the color, we can fix all of that later. Okay. So I got a little bit on her teeth, so I'm gonna remove that with the black color. Okay, so there you go. Now, one thing that I like to do when I'm doing the lipstick is that at the end of the lips, like around here and around here, the lipstick tends to not be as strong as the rest of her lip. So what I'm going to do is, with the opacity a little bit lower and a really big size of brush, with a very soft brush and big size. I'm just gonna remove a little bit from the end just to make more natural, and a little bit around the edges as well. Okay, so for me this is looking better. And now I'm gonna go, let me zoom out. And now you can choose whatever color it suits you, your photo. I wanna do something that's more nude, so a little bit less saturated as well. Something that it doesn't, is not being the attention of the photo, a little bit darker and a little bit more desaturated. Something around here maybe. Okay, I like that. So I'm gonna put both layers of the makeup in a folder. So to create a folder, you can just select the layers and press Command or Control G. And now I'm gonna do makeup. Perfect. And this is the result of the before and after. Let's see with the whole photo. Before and after. Before and after. Click the like button if you like the results. Now you know how to add makeup on your clients, which will make them look even more beautiful. And this is very important if you want to get paid more. If you want to know other ways to improve your skills to make more money with photos, check out my latest videos somewhere here on the screen, and also subscribe to my channel. Until next time.